I tried to dress like Avril Lavigne in my prep school where that was totally not allowed.
My mom convinced me to get a perm in my freshman year. I could see people holding in their laughter.
I thought that if I dressed the right way that I would fit in, and it was the mid-90s. And so I went out and got a bunch of baggy clothes.
I would wear my hat sideways and I would wear my boxer shorts hanging out of my pants.
Kids tried to do a lot of drinking to fit in my school. A lot of drinking and a lot of drugs.
The girls would do their eyebrows. They would like shave them, and I remember I shaved off half of my eyebrow once.
I did a lot to try to curry favor with people and try to seem cooler or to seem popular or just to have people like me because I was desperate for that kind of thing.
Hi, guys. My name is Jay Cramer. I grew up in an affluent suburb of Chicago where status went by how rich your parents were. And I was always in the richest, most popular crowd. But this was way before I decided to accessorize with my wheelchair.
I was captain of the football team. I was president of the class. I was on student council. I had a pool. I had a big house. I had a fun place for people to hang out at. And then all of a sudden, I didn't have it anymore.
In my junior year of high school, my father's business went under. My family moved out of our large house and into a small rental on the other side of the tracks.
All the friends that I was friends with for years, all of a sudden, those kids just kind of went away. They abandoned me. They left me.
Now that I wasn't the rich, popular kid, I didn't know who I was. That summer, I sought refuge in the one place on earth that always made me happy. I got a summer job at a local amusement park called Santa's Village. The other kids that worked at Santa's Village were nothing like me. They were tough, they were authentic, they were street smart kids, especially a tight-knit group of older teens that operated the rides. They were called the Ridos. Even though I was too young to work rides, I desperately wanted to be a Rido. They really were unlike any group I'd ever hung out with. They never hesitated to knock me down a peg. They taught me how to play poker, only to win all of my money. They taught me how to properly recover from a wine cooler hangover.
I was intimidated. I was actually impressed. They didn't care what people thought. And my entire life, I had always cared what people thought. I was worried that they wouldn't accept me because I was kind of preppy. It was tough because since my friends in school abandoned me, I was feeling really insecure, and I was really mixed up about that.
As the summer went on, I realized I needed a way to capture everything I was going through. But I was on the football team. I was a guy's guy. I wasn't going to write my feelings down in a diary or a journal. So instead, I wrote a musical. And I called it Village People. I had written a part for every single person that worked at the park. There were literally 87 characters.
I was so inspired by this new world that I was presented with that I wanted to capture it. I wanted to create something. I wanted there to be drama. I wanted there to be excitement, conflict between employees and their bosses. I wanted a real live working roller coaster on stage. So I've got the whole first act broken down. The songs for Act 1 are Management, It's Gonna Be One Hell of a Summer, I Can Smell It From a Mile Away, Scamming, and I Need a Prom Date, How About You?
I call my lady on the phone. Her sister says she's not at home. My body aches, my muscles twitch. If she says yes, it would be my wish. Baby, oh baby, she's driving me completely crazy. And then the phone is supposed to ring. It could be someone for my mom. Hello? April? Yes, I know. You were gonna call me. Do I wanna go? Sure. That was easy.
I had it on a clipboard at work, and I turn it over anytime anybody came by. I didn't want them to see. You can see I wrote on the back of an inventory sheet while I was working in skee ball.
Over the next few weeks, I spent all of my time with the Ridos. I even had the courage to share some of the play with the guys. And they loved it. They encouraged me to finish it because they all wanted to play themselves in the production. My confidence was soaring. In that moment, I realized I had spent so much time that summer trying to fit in that I hadn't noticed that the Ridos had already accepted me. Not because I matched some idea of who a Rido was, but because I didn't.
The Ridos became great friends to me. They accepted me, and I learned through them what true friendship was. And when I got hurt, they were there for me.
So about 6.5 years ago, I was a semifinalist for the reality show Survivor, when during training, a rock climbing accident changed my life forever.
I was 30 years old. I fell in a rock climbing accident. I shattered my C5, I broke my neck, and I became a C5 level quadriplegic. I think there's a certain amount of need or necessity that comes in life with a tragedy or something horrific happening when you need friends, when you lean on them and they can lean on you.
Once again, at 30 years old, I was forced to relearn how to live life. But this time, despite the fact I had just broken the mold for good, I found myself surrounded by a group of friends who were there for me.
My Rido friends showed up, and it was the most incredible thing that I've ever experienced. It had been 15 years. They were still those great friends that I knew back in the day.
Alas, I never did finish Village People. But I do have the very last song I ever wrote for it. An epic ensemble piece filled with all the lessons my summer at Santa's Village taught me. I brazenly titled the song Life. Now, I was having trouble coming up with enough profound life lessons to fill an entire song, so I decided to plagiarize some quotes I'd heard. Here are a few I was considering. People come into and out of our lives like busboys at a restaurant. Go with the flow, like a log on the shoulders of a mighty stream. That's from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Listen to the woman. That's from White Men Can't Jump. Some of them made the cut and some did not. Now, we couldn't get the Ridos here tonight to play themselves, but with the help of the Mortified community players, I'd like to present the epic climax to Village People and the most inspirational song ever written as it was originally intended, minus the giant working roller coaster. try something good. Your first reaction, it will tell you to decide what you should. Throughout your life, you will find that true friends are quite rare. Learning who to depend on will show you how to care. Go with the flow like a log on the shoulders of a mighty stream. Like a visit to an endless dream. Sorrow of the bounds of reality. Seize the day and you will be with those who understand. Life is precious and oh so grand. You've only got one chance, so do it right.
Working with.
When you're 16, you think you're invincible. You don't envision yourself someday being in a wheelchair. I still wake up to this day and I'm like, oh man, that kind of sucks.
Without a fight for the warrior can't survive.
Thank God I wasn't an asshole, because my friends were there for me.
So go!
Go with the flow like a log on the shoulders of a mighty stream. Easy to an endless dream.
Life is short, your body is fragile, but if you're still alive and you're still breathing, you're going to be okay.
Life is precious and oh so grand. You've only got one chance, so do it right. Do it right. Thank you.